Hello, hello. Welcome to Keep It Simple. We are in day number 43. Welcome. Today we are going to be hitting up a full body set. So I have a set of 15-pound dumbbells and a set of 35-pound dumbbells. So the only things that you'll need the heavy set for are deadlifts, and then the 15s are going to be for everything else. We're going to go through high rounds. So 10 repetitions of 2 exercises for 5 sets through, and we'll see how many rounds of that we'll get. So go ahead and just come onto the ground. If you have a roller handy, have your roller, and we're going to get started just sitting back on our heels. So have your feet tucked under at first. Just kind of tuck your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. So it's almost like a cat-cow, but we're just going to stay seated for now instead of on our hands and knees. Lift the chest. Let your belly kind of push forward, your low back arch a little bit, and then exhale and round. Bring your hands in front a little. Create a huge C curve in your back. And then again, inhale. Open the chest. Exhale and round. Inhale to open, and then exhale to round. All right, curl your toes under for me and sit on your heels. Get that stretch through the bottoms of the feet, through the shins, the calves, and then we're just going to rotate side to side. Gentle little pull. You should be able to get one hand onto the ground to kind of give you some traction to twist into. So if you need to bring one of your weights nearby to help give some traction, head there. Perfect. All right, and then we're going to take that roller and get going on our quads. So we're going to start on the quads. If you have that roller, you're going to set it on the top of or above your kneecap, and we're going to roll the quads. If you don't have a roller, then maybe bring one leg forward, one leg back, have a little bit of balance, and maybe see if you can give a little bit of a bouncy pull for those quads. All right, here we go. Back and forth. Lift your toes up off the ground. Your elbows will be on the floor. Keep that core contracted. Tuck in through the tailbone. Good work. Get that flexion through the abdomen. Turn your legs just a little bit to one side and the other. You'll get a little bit different location and pressure on your quads. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and hit up those shins. So one leg forward, one leg back. Put the roller at the bottom, so on your shin, below your kneecap now, and you're going to roll up and down. So kind of keep the rest of the body still. Just put a little bit of pressure on that calf, on the shin. Still flexing into that core. Roll it back and forth. It's kind of funky to roll the shin, I know, but it actually ends up adding up to feel real good. We have a lot of little muscles in the side, that anterior tibialis, the peroneal muscles, switch to the other side. They can get tight depending on how much running or walking, hiking you do. So it's good to get these rolled out. Perfect. Kind of feels nice on that hip flexor as well when you roll back. Get that big open stretch. Perfect. All right, and then that's it for today on the roller. Just the fronts of the legs. All right, push into your downward facing dog. Nice big spread open hands. Push your first finger straight ahead, and each finger is spread out nice and wide. Push into your thumb and first finger so that you have even weight distribution in the palm of your hand. Slide your shoulder blades down. Grab the core. Get your breath work going. Make sure that you're relaxed in your neck and shoulders, and put pressure into the upper back. Deep, deep grab through the core. Feel your belly button pull up and then tack back. See if you can find your pelvic floor muscles. All right, we're going to just hang out here for 5 deep breaths. Grabbing flexion through the back, hollowing out your armpits, drive your heels to the ground, flex through the core. This is 2. Feel free to breathe however feels good for you. You can go in and out your nose, or you can breathe out and exhale through the mouth. There's 3. Keep driving your chest back toward the thighs. If you need to bend your knees a little bit for a little bit more opening into the hamstrings, feel free. And 5. All right, let's get started. Come on down to the ground. We're going to start with an overhead pull and a knee tug. So basically a weighted in and out. All right, you can hold 1 weight or 2. I'm going to start with 1. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to extend your arms and legs at the same time. So you kind of start like you're in a dead bug position, push your low back into the ground, extend your arms and legs, and then bring everything back. If you need to, you can go 1 leg at a time, kind of like a weighted dead bug. So you decide. We'll count this 1, 2, scoop through the belly. We're going all the way to 10, 3. Arms stay nice and strong and long, 4. Pull that rib cage down flat, 5. Work with your breath, 6. Extend, extend, 7. 8. 9. Upper back grabs and grips as you pull everything back together. 10. All right, rock it up. I'm going to put both my 15s together, and we're going to do a kayak twist or a cherry picker. Everybody calls them something a little different. So you decide which one you like the best. And we're going to rotate side to side. You can keep your feet up off the ground, or you can decide if you have better core contraction and stability with them on the ground. We'll count 5, 4, pull the belly back, 3, 2, and 1. Big twist. Okay, there's 1 set. Now we're back at the top. Flex deep into that core. 1. Extend. You should feel no pressure or pain in your low back. If you do, switch into only 1 leg extending at the time. Keeping 1 leg in will put a little less pressure. So it's all about contracting through that core and pushing the low back into the ground. Last 2. Big core set here. And 1. Whew. Okay, back to our twist. Ready, set, 1. Head, chest, and shoulders. Follow your weights. 9 and 10. Whoa. Woo, feel that all the way through the obliques. Okay, set 3. Start of set 3. 2 down, 3 to go. Build that core. Think in terms of strength and stability. We need our core for health, flexibility, and to help prevent pain or eliminate pain in the low back. But you have to go in little levels, starting with wherever your core is ready for. 6, 7. If you're flexing enough, you're going to start building some heat, some sweat. It's always good. Build a little bit of sweat. Those are getting tougher. Yay, yay. All right, here we go with our twist. There's 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we are getting somewhere. All right, here we go. Back to those extensions. Dial it in. Pay attention. Get your focus. Take your brain to the muscles, to the body. What are you wanting to work? 9. My focus is on that flexion. Deep interior for sure, but then that grab around the belly button. The abs seem to kind of develop top to bottom. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right, we're over the hump. 2 sets left. Set it in. Flex it up. Feel the work. Grab through that belly. Extend, extend. Use your breath to help facilitate the right flexions, contractions, and moves. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I hope those abs are burning. Okay, here we go. Round in through your upper body. 7, 9, and 10. Okay, last set. Getting a little bit of wiggle butt here, moving on the mat. All right, set it in. This one is tough. It's getting tougher. My low back is wanting to come up off the ground. Don't let it happen. Maybe your legs and arms don't drop as low to the ground. Come on, core. Come on, set it in. You're doing great. Just a couple more. 9 and 10. Whew. Alrighty. Here we go with that twist. Lots of things going on here that focus the work into the belly. 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh, we made it. All right. Flip it over. Hands and knees. Oh, let that belly drop open. Oh, get that extension and expanse. Walk your hands forward and then bring your chest through the arms. Tuck your tailbone. Support your low back. So when you tuck your tailbone, generally that'll help get your glutes to engage, hip flexors to open, and neutralize the pelvis so we're not putting pressure on the low back. Okay, hinge back. Push back up into your downward facing dog. Just 3 breaths. Find that position where you feel the core engage, the back engage, the hamstrings lengthen. There's 1 breath. 2. Put pressure into that thumb and first finger. And 3. All right. Next set of work, we're going to go a squat, thrust, press, and then a deadlift. So we're going to need both of our sets of dumbbells. Okay, if you don't do a squat thrust, these are just like our normal squat thrust, except we're going to be holding weight. So after our jump back and jump up, you can also put your hands on the ground. You're just going to bring the weights up and press. So it's not a full burpee, right? It's not a full squat or like a man maker. Man maker, you got to get your butt down, bring your weights up, and then press. It's a lot harder. We're going 50 rounds, 50 reps. So I'm going to keep it easier. You squat in, just bring your weights up and press. Make sure, though, your hinge is from your hip crease and your back is flat, right? So we shouldn't have any rounding in the back as we pick up the weights. If you don't want to do the squat thrust, then you just hinge and press, right? Hinge and press. After that, get your heavier set of weights if you have it, and we're going to do deadlifts. All right, 5 sets of 10 reps. Squat thrust first. Here we go. 1, 2. Full body. You should feel the full body working. 3. Nice solid stance as you push your weights up. Feel glutes, quads, core, and back flex. Shoulders and upper back. 9 and 10. Beautiful job. All right, now we move on to those deadlifts. Strong back, strong core. Toes straight ahead, hinge it forward. Flat, flat back. We're using the glutes. The focus is on hamstrings and glutes. Open chest. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. And the range is up to you. All right, there's one side. Good work. Here we go. Next up. Focused. They don't need to be super fast. 3. 9. 10. All right. Back to our deadlifts. If you find that you're getting too much pressure in the low back, first off, start by flexing your core more. As you hinge forward, feel like you're doing a crunch and you're pulling that belly strong and firm. Next up, if that doesn't help, you can try widening your feet. Just a little more space between the legs sometimes can really help how your back feels. We're all a little different in our composition and makeup, so adjustments are fine. 9, 10-ish. Oh. Whew. Set 3. Here we go. So fun. Flex in. Figure out what you're using for stability. Stay with it. Feeling lots of mid-back here. So good to build that mid-back. Feel the core, the glutes. 7. Watch the pelvis. Keep it neutral between the floor, your shoulders. 1 more. 10. All right. Lock and load that belly. Focus the core. Then push up through the heels to get those glutes. Inhale down. Exhale up. And 10. There's 3. We're over the hump. Belly locks. Here we go. Jump back, jump in, bring it up, press. Lock the belly. Use the back for stability over those arms as you jump back. 8, 9, 10. You're getting that same lock in through the glutes, the core, the thighs, as you press up, as we do when we hit our deadlift. Here we go. 10 reps. Find the 4 corners of your feet. Big toe ball mound, pinky toe ball mound, both sides of the heels. Level off. Trying not to grip through the toes. Where's that core? Flex it up. 10. Whee! All right. 1 last set. Check in. Twist it out. So good. All right. Squat thrust to press. Here we go. Last round. 1, 2. Find those flexions. We're not rushing necessarily. Nice solid flow. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeehaw. Here we go. Deadlifts to finish. Should feel heavy by now. Totally doable. Spend an extra second. Check in on that upper back. Check in on that core. 6. Then really pop with those glutes. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right. Ooh, set those down. Lie on your back. Ooh, nice job. Put your arms out nice and wide. Your feet are right at about hip width, maybe just on the outer edge of hip width. Toes straight ahead. Roll those shoulders back and down. Bring your right foot and cross your ankle over the left knee. Push your knee away from you. Level off in the pelvis. Still grabbing the core gently. We're going to rotate to the left. So the outside of your left shin and calf will be on the ground. And your right foot, hopefully, can drop all the way onto the ground. You're still pushing your knee away from the body. This is an amazing, a great pelvic alignment stretch. But if you don't get your setup right, it's not as effective. Doesn't feel the same. You have to keep that foot right where it was on the ground and just rotate to the side. You have to push your knee away from you as much as you can. 2 more deep breaths. When you exhale, just release tension. Grab the core, rotate the legs up. Okay, before we switch, interlace your hands behind your thigh. Flex both feet and pull deep into the chest. Deep breaths. Dig your right elbow into that right knee. Last breath. Exhale, and just let that tension melt. Okay, right foot on the ground. Make sure it's right at your hip width. Left ankle crosses over that knee. Put your arms out wide. Push the left knee away from you. Take some deep breaths. Ooh. I was losing my pelvis. I was like all focused on my knee pushing away. Got to keep that. Got to keep those hips level. We lose the alignment then. It's not about just where the leg gets, it's the alignment. Feels so much better on my back as well if I can keep everything stable and neutral. Okay, slowly, don't move your right foot. I promise you it wants to move, so don't let it move. All you do is just rock it out. So you really got to kind of push into the right foot, keep the outside of the foot driving into the ground, and then let the hips roll all the way over. So we're twisting through the mid-back. Shoulders stay stable on the ground, and you're going to push that left knee away from you. Oh, this is my tighter side, so I feel all sorts of pull. My pelvis likes to hike up on this left side so I can feel that stretch. That QL muscle inserts up under the low rib and then into the pelvis. That can get tight, especially if you sit much and rock your butt up. Then that muscle can get really tight and shortened. Can pull on the pelvis, and then you have some low back pain. It's crazy. One more deep breath. Rock it back in. That tighter side. Ooh, it's harder to come back into from too. Whee. All right. Find that pelvis leveling into the ground, low back into the ground. Flex both feet, grab around your leg. Whatever works best for you as far as getting into the stretch. The goal is to stretch through the glute on the left side right now, last time the right. Still feeling that pull on the low back. One more deep breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. All right, plant that right foot. We're going to stretch the hamstring. Grab around your thigh, your calf, your foot. Slowly straighten the leg. The goal is to get the stretch into the belly of the hamstring. So wherever that means your leg ends up, it's totally up to you. And then switch to the other side. Relax into the stretch. We like to hold tension without realizing it. Practice being aware and mindful of your moment, of your body. Okay, release. Quick hip flexor, just because those like to get super tight. So slide in, get that stretch, maybe even a little bounce. Switch to the other side. Fantastic job, everybody. A lot of core, a lot of everything else. Work the whole day with that strong core and neutralize pelvis, and you'll be feeling awesome. All right, I will see you again tomorrow.